Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle Vargas. I am currently in Chicago, Illinois. I'm St. Louis, Missouri native, and I'm up here right now for a UPW event. And I just thought I would take this unique opportunity to speak out to you about an idea that I've been working on for a while now. The idea is called polykinetics. It is a fitness method. Me, fitness, I know, it's an odd mix. But my reasoning for designing polykinetics is not. It is based off of combating a universal characteristic that each and every single person on this planet has experienced, which is emotional or mental pain. My life has dealt me incredible challenges over the years. Has not been easy. I know many people out there can relate. Starting with me, I was 3 years old. My father committed suicide. That his death left me with many questions and eventually led me down the road to become very depressed. And therefore, I suffered a lot from childhood obesity. In return, I was horribly bullied for years and years and years. That treatment, that pain, led me eventually to cutting, self-mutilation, and that led me to start contemplating taking my own life. My life to me at that time was nothing but a series of painful events. I was surrounded by it. And holding on to the pain throughout my life, thinking if I didn't pay attention to it, if I ignored it or thought good things, it would go away. That's not how it worked. So for me, I wanted to find a way to confront that pain, to fight back, to fight fire with fire, per se. And that's when it kind of led me to fitness overall, because fitness hurts. Squats hurt. Lifting 300 pounds hurts. I can't imagine. And that gave me an idea to literally find a way to work out my problems, to work out that pain, and to get rid of it. Very similar in psychology with self-mutilation and cutting. Cutting is you're taking one pain, you're exchanging it for the other. You're taking emotional pain, and you're exchanging it for physical pain. The only problem is that cutting leaves scars. It made me feel guilty. It made me feel sad. It made me feel angry. Nothing good came from it. So I decided to flip my perspective and look at this from a different angle. Again, combating that internalized pain, but now from a positive perspective. And that's what led me to design polykinetics. Polykinetics is nothing more than simplified calisthenic sequences, coordinated uniquely to a particular song or beat, tempo. And as you're doing the movements, the exercise sequences, what I do is I think of the things that cause me pain, cause me a lot of mental distress, cause me a lot of anguish, regardless of what it is, regardless of the source. And I dwell on it in my head over and over again as I'm doing the sequence and I'm listening to the music. I just think about it and I dwell on it and it makes me angry, and I put that energy into whatever exercise that I'm doing. And this is nothing new, really. The way I do it is maybe a little new, but Harvard Medical has done some research on this similar type of method per se, and they call it intense melodic training. Polykinetics is very similar to that. The music itself incites certain feelings in all of us. We listen to something happy, we feel happy. If we listen to something sad, we feel sad. So therefore, I partner that element with the mental and then just again coordinate it very uniquely to a sequence type of exercises. You are literally working out your problems. When I first began designing this, I was at a weight of 230 plus pounds. I was very unhealthy. Depression immobilized me. I didn't want to get active. I hated even the thought of leaving the house because I was in such a dark place. And I knew I was not well. It wasn't fair for my daughter. It wasn't fair for myself. And then I realized, let's try this. Let's test this and see if it works. I'm willing to try anything to make anything better. So I tried it, and I hated it at first. It was painful. I was stumbling all over the place. I couldn't even keep my balance while I did my sequences, but I kept going. I gave myself a goal. Get through this one song, doing this sequence. Get through the song. Very simple, right? My very, very first time trying my own method, I only lasted 11 seconds. And that made me mad. I was like, I'm 29 years old. I should have all of this energy. I should be able to damn near walk on water. There's no way that I'm having this big of a challenge doing this very simple task. But I did. So that I used that anger immediately, tried it again. I played the song again. Second time, made it to 25 seconds. Tried it again, made it to 45 seconds, and so on and so forth. It took me about 2 days to get through my first song. And then something very unexpected happened that I didn't realize. I felt a moment of accomplishment. It was such a simplistic task, but I was like, I did it, finally. I fucking got through the song. Yeah, and it was such a great feeling. Something clicked. I found a way to test my body, to take what was bothering me on the inside. I used a lot of anger to motivate me. Anger is a hell of a motivator. Thought of whatever was pissing me off or that had hurt me in the past, and I used that as physical motivation while I went from 11 seconds to 25 seconds to 35 seconds. I used that to push me because that's some very powerful energy. And when you internalize it, it will hurt you. If you use it, you'll gain strength. You'll gain an advantage. Everything was going very well. I kept doing my workout sequences. I was getting healthier. My body was was looking nice. I was feeling great. And then, as life would be, it hit me again. This time was on a different level than before. It was a medical diagnosis. And I was giving a diagnosis of bipolar type 1 disorder. My father had the same affliction, unfortunately. But again, since I have been doing these types of workouts, it was the strangest thing. I didn't have any fear. I wasn't scared when they told me what I had. My reaction actually was like, okay, it's okay. Because with doing this type of fitness method, I knew already I had my weapon to combat this affliction, to combat the daily stress, the episodes I would have, the depression, the anxiety, pretty much at all different aspects of my own affliction. I was like, okay, I can hit this head on. I have something to combat it with. Bipolar is a neurological disorder. It's in the brain. Can't change it. Fitness does a lot of great things to the brain. So I was like, put them together. Let's see if it is powerful enough to even go past getting myself fit and healthy, but if it can actually help my brain, help my mind. I am now, I believe, a little over 9 months post-diagnosis, and I am still medication-free. I use Polykinetics extensively to pretty much any time that I feel the need to. The way that I've designed it, I can do it anytime, at any place, regardless of the situation or circumstances, regardless. If you don't have a gym, don't need it. Don't have equipment, don't need it. All you need with Polykinetics is to push play. And everything is audio derived, so again, you don't even have to look at a screen. You hear the music, the sequence is there, they're very simplistic. It makes it fitness much easier than what I had grown up to believe it to be. I always thought it was so extreme and so complex, and it was just chaotic. And I needed something very, very simple to combat something very complex. So now today, this is my launch video. So I'm going to be using this channel to make my progresses, make my video posts, document my own progresses, my own experiences as I take this forward to the next steps. And the great thing is that I'll be able to share my experiences with you. Hopefully I'll be able to hear about yours in return soon enough, and be able to share some pretty interesting things with you. So, it's going to be an interesting journey, but it's going to be a hell of a ride. Thank you very much.